Mm. 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 Ola okono ele ekile ekine ela akala akono ele ekile ele ekine. Welcome, dear heart, to day 37, Align and Shine with Mary Jo. Welcoming you with a hum. In yoga, the humming breath is called Brahmari, and it stimulates the vagus nerve and it soothes the nervous system and the cellular nature of the body. It's very healing. So, how about let's do it together? Inhale, lips closed. Mm. One more and exhale all the way out. Keep the hum going as long as you can. Little nervous system reset. Cheers. Fresh juice. Grapefruit and orange. So blessed. So dreamy that where I currently am, there is beautiful grapefruit trees and citrus. It's always quite a dream of mine to have citrus, oranges, and grapefruits. And yeah, this is structured water, so it's very good for the body for hydration. So take care of you, my loves. Take care of you. Good care of your body. And I know that that can be challenging sometimes to care for ourselves if we do not feel relaxed in our nervous system and have the spaciousness to just be present and listening to what the body needs and to feel that we have the capacity to truly honor that need rather than be under the stress and the pressure of the busy and the go and the the future, the past. Calibrating the nervous system to be here right now, where we can listen deeper. Listen deeper. So, title of today's video is Sensitive is the New Strong. I just shared the title of that book with a sister of mine in Ireland from Anita Morani. She wrote 2 books. The first book was Dying to Be Me, where I highly recommend. She was riddled with cancer. They thought she was going to die. She was in for surgery. And as she was on the surgical table, she had a near-death experience. If you haven't heard of her, Anita Morani, go look her up. She's on lots of podcasts and got her own YouTube. And so after that near-death experience, she came back. She knew exactly why the cancer, what had created the cancer, a lot of fear, a lot of just not fitting in, not feeling like she belonged, feeling like she disappointed her dad. She grew up in an Indian family in, I think it was Hong Kong. She had I think it was a nanny that was maybe Chinese, and then there was Christianity in there. So there was all these mixed cultural and religious, we'll say, um, inspirations, but also like persuasions. Yeah. So she was pretty confused and didn't realize how sensitive and how much of an empath she truly was. And in her near death experience, she met her father in the afterlife, and, you know, just seen the whole thing from a much bigger picture, and came back, and she knew exactly how to heal herself. She did. She shocked all the doctors, shocked everyone, and she started writing a blog. And then it was Wayne Dyer who found this blog, or somebody sent it to him, and he encouraged her to write the book. And so, yeah, so Dying to Be Me, check it out. And then a few years later, she ended up writing another book called Sensitive is the New Strong. And that was her discovering that she was an empath. She didn't even realize what an empath even meant, or I don't think she'd even heard the term. So what does an empath mean? What is it to be empathic, to be an empath, or highly sensitive is another way, highly sensitive person? So empaths tend to feel everything. And if we do not have a healthy self esteem, a healthy sense of self, we kind of get caught up in the external world and other people's emotional um, roller coaster rides and whatever's going on. And so we look externally for our sense of self. And yeah, and so that kind of empathy can be quite painful. And when I share when I share this in my massage trainings, because guess what, those who are empathic and sensitive actually make incredible holistic intuitive massage therapists, who is my people that I generally train and who are attractive to my training. We're usually more tactile, kinesthetic people. We have to get it in our bodies, and once we get it in our bodies, then things make sense. So we're energetic, we're more energetically refined, energetically attuned. So that can be very, very challenging when we don't realize it's a gift. So a little quote I came up with, a self quote, is what used to be the pain and the bane of my life, which was growing up and being a sensitive, because I tried to desensitize because it was too much to be sensitive in such the harsh environment I grew up in. But what used to be the pain and bane of my life became the sane and the gift once I discovered that. Yeah, especially in massage and healing and retreats that I was doing with people, I discovered that the sensitivity was what allowed me to give five-star, incredible massage experiences to my client that went above and beyond expectation. And then it's also the same sensitivity that supports me now to share massage trainings with people that are more than a massage training. They're a personal development journey, transformational journey for people, because I realize, yeah, it's so the way I share it, it's not just a technique, it's very much an embodiment practice, just like everything I share, because I've had to learn it myself, and to also learn healthy self care and caring for others, because the empaths tend to be the people pleasers and tend to, in the past, we'll put it in the past, you may still resonate with this, and it's a constant learning for myself, but but again, post 2020, I couldn't get away with putting my own needs into the back burner, so to speak, because yeah, it just wasn't possible. And so I've had to learn and continue to learn how to give from filling up my own cup first and having a full cup, and caring for myself while I'm caring for others, and just to find new ways to share myself as well, rather than overgive or over self-sacrifice and so on and so forth, because it just doesn't work, because it's not balanced, it's not harmonious, it's not healing, and it just doesn't work in this new energy that's on the planet, which is more this awakening energy, um, fifth density, five-dimensional unity consciousness energy, which is all about balance and harmony and rebalancing the scales. So really important for empaths to yeah, deeply, deeply learn self-care, self-honoring, self-respect, and to have a stronger sense of self, a stronger, healthy sense of self. So then that way we're more grounded and present, and to recognize the gift that it actually is. Um, but we have to realize it's actually a gift and acknowledge it as a gift, and not take on other people's stuff, and not take things personally, and realize that we're just very energetically aware and energetically attuned. So sensitive is the new strong. So reading the book, um, Sensitive is the New Strong by Anita Morani, she really helped me recognize that, yeah, it's like for empaths, they need to turn up the ego, so to speak, a little bit more, to have a stronger sense of individuation and a stronger sense of self. Um, Yeah, like I like to create healthy boundaries. So to have healthy boundaries, have to have a strong sense of your yes and your no, rather than, an unhealthy empath is somebody who says yes when everything inside them is saying no. I met somebody the other day, and that was exactly it. And she's a massage therapist, and she talked about having high blood pressure. And yeah, it was pretty obvious to me, and and the liver, some liver stuff going on, and it was pretty obvious to me intuitively and energetically, and because I'd been in her energy field, I could feel what was going on. That, and because of what my own experience as well, I could feel that her body was retaliating. Her, the part of her, there was a part of her that's really angry, because she's denying that part of her that's saying she doesn't want to do certain things, but she's saying yes to a plea to be nice, and to, appease the external of what she perceives the external needs of her. And the worst thing for an empath is we don't want to displease people, because there's such a deep fear that we'll be abandoned or rejected. So that's why the obsessive people pleasing is there, because there's that sense that we're trying to get our sense of self and validation and safety externally. So if I can make everybody else happy and peaceful, and even to the extent of healing, then my nervous system can relax. So that's a big shift that doesn't work. And, that's a big shift that's occurring within me. And especially, again, another level of it through showing up every day for these Align and Shine 111 days, because I'm showing up here for myself first and foremost, to hear my own voice, to bring through these transmissions, and just to show up without without looking externally. So I'm really not checking metrics. I'm, whether people respond or view this or not, I'm just trusting the process. I'm letting it go, which is huge, because really what I'm doing is I'm trusting my own energy, and I'm trusting that I'm enough just to show up. And also that, yeah, I'm receiving from it as well. I'm not waiting for the external world to, I'm not looking towards the external for it to give me the permission slip to go, I'm safe, or I'm validated, or I'm worthy, or, and then I can feel like, oh yeah, I'm okay, I did okay, it was received okay, so now I can receive myself. It's so interesting. Whereas the dynamic of the narcissist, or the extreme narcissist, is somebody who has a very strong sense of self, a very strong sense of ego, and it's all about me, me, me. What can I get? And it's all about how do I manipulate the external world to get my needs met. And a strong narcissist can be disconnected from feeling, disconnected from empathy and compassion. So that's why they can be very harsh and lie and be very deceitful, because and really prey on an empathic type of person. However, I also realized that the empath and the narcissist are just two opposite sides of the polarity pendulum. And so ultimately, it's about balance. So what I've recognized within myself, and in the collective of humanity, is that post 2020, after the lockdowns, after what we all went through, it was a real reset. And that reset said that the empaths, the givers, had to refill their cup and to rebalance their energy in order to be healthy and well. And the narcissists are having to, more on that narcissistic side, are having to discover that their health and wellness actually comes about by giving freely with no agenda and discovering just how much they get from giving. So does that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? That's how it's rebalancing, like the universe, the earth our souls is rebalancing the energy so that we can go from that duality, which is the polarity, the extremes of polarity, and then that moves into the beliefs of duality, separation, division, and then as we awaken, we cross over that 4D bridge, and so we have to balance everything to integrate and to be a whole person, to feel whole. So we balance the extremes and find the middle path, as Buddha said, walk the middle path. So yeah, so sensitive is the new strong. So in the old consciousness, or the 3D consciousness, it's very much about desensitize, and the strength is in harden up and toughen up and don't feel your emotions and get on with it and work hard, and the harder the better. And I definitely grew up on that. I was acknowledged for especially by my father. Mary Jo is such a hard worker, so my sense of worth and value was very much tied into physicalness, working hard. And so that's another thing that's has been very much looking to be released from my beliefs and my thought system and my body and my nervous system, that I don't have to work hard to earn my way, to earn survival, to earn love, to earn acknowledgement, to earn appreciation, that my value is inherent. So may I reflect this back to you, that your value is inherent. It's unquestionable. It's who you are. And it's really the value is and this is what I'm learning, is that my value is in my energy, my presence, my frequency, the tone of my voice, expressing what my heart really knows and not holding back. Oh, turn up the light on the screen there. Have another sip. Yeah, so to bring it all together, sensitive is the new strong, and the visibility shield that I've been dissolving is a piece of the puzzle, so that I allow that sensitivity to be seen more visibly in the world, and to allow my voice and presence to share what I truly feel and sense and know deep down. And before 2023, those years before, I was doing that. I was sharing that behind the walls of my retreat, and I felt safe to do it there. I felt supported. I felt safe in that energy, in that location, in that environment that myself and my partner had really created in our place. So we're bringing people into our world, so to speak, our frequency, into a safe space. And I had all the tools, the wellness tools and yoga and meditation, and to take people until they felt safe enough, and meet them wherever they were, and to support them, and so that they could have incredible transformational healing journeys. However, once I sold that retreat, it brought up all the sense of not feeling safe in the world, to be that exposed. It felt like being exposed in that sensitivity. So it really kicked off a lot of survival mechanism. So I got to really see a lot of limiting beliefs and survival, and just not feeling safe in the world, um, as to really walk in the world as my true inner voice, and to really share, yeah, to really feel relaxed enough to flow and trust my inner wisdom, inner heart. So yeah, so that's been a lot of the transformational transitionary journey I've been on. And I'm sure you can resonate with it, even if it's just a little piece, because we're all moving through this transitional journey, this awakening into remembering more of our wholeness and trusting the sensitivity. Now, the challenge with the sensitivity is that, yeah, it can be intense because the sense so it's like sensitivity is being turned up in the world, and that means people are feeling more and more emotional. And if we don't have a healthy relationship with their sensitivity and our emotions, it can come out in toxic ways, which you can see that that's happening. However, it's also bringing to the forefront how important somatic therapies and to be more emotionally aware, as emotions, emotions are energy in motion, and to have emotional intelligence. So, and really, we're emotional beings. I love using technology to go like, well, we're not robots. We have feelings, so let's stop denying them. Like, our emotions are what makes us human, to feel things deeply. However, we've had a really toxic relationship with our emotions, just like we've had a toxic relationship with our bodies, just like we've had a toxic relationship with our hearts, you know? And we're learning now to have a healthy relationship with ourselves, with our bodies, and to come back into trust and to start to understand that language again. So, sensitive is the new strong is really acknowledging that the highly sensitives and the empathics and the intuitive is really the strong in this new energy, because that sensitivity is what creates a lot of discernment as well, and recognition of how energies and frequencies are flowing and what's really going on. So, yeah, so I'm feeling very grateful for my sensitivity in this now moment. And I'm feeling very grateful that I'm just excited to share and schedule in some new massage trainings, and to really invite people into my massage containers trainings, and to share professional holistic intuitive massage, full body massage trainings, and Indian head massage trainings in New Zealand in November. I'm going to be in Wellington mid-November for an Indian head massage training over a day and a half. And then I'm going to have a 6-day immersive full body massage training happening on the Coromandel outside Auckland the last week of November. So if you happen to be in New Zealand, or you happen to be traveling to New Zealand, I've already had some inquiries from America about doing my next week-long course. So that's really exciting. So yeah, come to New Zealand if you're outside of New Zealand, or if you're in New Zealand and you'd like to attend one of those massage trainings, or one that I do in 2026, let me know. So I'm excited just to share about it. Also in 2026, um, in June, July, I'm planning to be in Ireland for the summer for a couple of months. And so I would love to run a massage training there. So I'm opening up invitations. If you have a space, if you have people who are interested, or if you'd like to support me in setting up a training and setting some dates, and co-running, like kind of co-running, or I mean, we could actually, if there was somebody who wanted to collaborate on something, I'm really open to that as well. And yeah, even in somewhere in Europe, England, yeah, Jersey and the Channel Islands. Wouldn't mind going back there. It's been a lot of years. I used to live there for 10 years, between England and France. So yeah, so since this dissolving of the visibility shield, I'm feeling more available for connection and collaboration. I'm feeling like my body, yeah, through integrating that traumatic response a few days ago, and really feeling the fear in my nervous system about really revealing the deep sensitivity on more of a, you know, I guess just in an open, a more open way. I can feel, yeah, I do feel how the energy is shifting. And at the same time, I'm also being guided to just take it steady and just, bit by bit, just to, yeah, I'm not for the masses. I'm for those who are resonant with my frequency and who are ready, to remember your wholeness, and to take self responsibility for your energy, and to really want to harmonize, support yourself, and to support others as well, as a beacon of presence, a beacon of embodied safety, so others' nervous system can feel safe around you, just in your presence. And if you want to learn massage, to have beautiful, the gift of massage and sacred touch, to really support the bodies, release tension, um, and release trauma as well. It's Yeah, trauma is held in the tissues, emotions are held in the tissues, and so again, to be able to hold space for that as well. So again, this is where the inner work is so important, because again, we can't really hold space for somebody else if we do not have that already held within ourselves, and have a good, healthy relationship with our own body's nervous system, and yeah, feel nice and grounded, and to be present enough to deeply listen as well, and trust and support ourselves and others. So yeah, so feeling excited about all that today. Sensitive is the new strong. Sensitive is the new strong. Yay. It is, it is, it is. And just trusting to bring it, to bring what has been hidden, what has been repressed, suppressed, denied in a patriarchal society, being erased as the feminine energy, and now welcoming that more sensitive feminine feeling, sensing, intuitive, empathic part of ourselves to come back online, and to really land, to really ground in the body, and especially in those lower chakras, if there has been trauma in those lower chakras, to really, yeah, to embody, so it's not just up here, and those upper chakras are a bit disassociated from the body. So really bringing that energy down, feet on the earth. That's why, again, being in cold water, cold showers, it all helps to ground, to be here now, to be fully present. The breath, the hums that we did, Chris, that little vibration, here now, fully present. Yeah. So breathing with all of that beautiful energy and transmission as frequency, the energy behind my words, sharing my heart, sharing my love, sharing my wisdom, sharing my authenticity. And whatever resonates, take what resonates for you, leave the rest. And may this reflection through this mirror that I am here, through your technology, may it serve your heart. May it just be a soothing comfort to your nervous system. May it provide some sense of resonance and recognition, and yeah, just yumminess, soulfulness, where you're like, yes, 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 I feel it. I sense it. I get it. And yeah, and if you have any questions, if you'd like to contact me, especially about the massage trainings that I'm offering in New Zealand, or potentially in Ireland, or you want to collaborate, then the email specific to that is maryjo@vibrantwellness.nz. Or you can check out my website, www.vibrantwellness.nz, and click on Academy, and you'll see my Vibrant Wellness Academy, which is the academy that certifies my trainings. So yeah, I'm open to be invited to different places in New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, England, places in Europe. Yeah, Thailand, Asia. I am open. I am open. I am open. I am open. Am I open? Yes, I am open. Maybe we'll just stick with New Zealand and Ireland. No, I'm open. I'm open. I'm trusting. I'm trusting. Divine alignment. I can always say no, right? Yeah. Healthy no without shame or guilt or apology or over explaining. So that's it. Namaste, friends. Take care. And yeah, be gentle and kind with yourself. And as you are that for yourself, allowing that to ripple to others. So it is. Namaste.